This is the AEW Control Center. Hi, everybody. It's Tony Schiavone. All Out is behind us. What a night it was. And now we're heading to Buffalo for another big night of AEW Dynamite tonight, live on TBS, 8/7 Central, originating from the KeyBank Center. Now, the big news coming out of All Out, the return of MJF. A shocking development, as MJF was apparently the Joker who won the casino ladder match with help from Stokely Hathaway. Now, we were not sure at that time, but we were sure at the end of the world title match. As his music hit, he walked out on stage. Tonight on AEW Dynamite, live from Buffalo, we will hear from MJF about his incredible, improbable return to AEW. The return of MJF was only one of the developments on Sunday night. Toni Storm becomes the AEW Interim Women's World Champion by winning the four-way match over Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, Hikaru Shida, and Jamie Hayter. Let's hear some comments from Toni Storm after her win.
Back in January, I had no job, no hope for the future, no idea what I was going to do, no idea how I was going to pay the bills, certainly no championship. But tonight, I'm proud to say that I am the new AEW Women's World Champion. And it's a hell of an ordeal for me, going from not knowing what the hell I was going to do to what feels like having the world at my fingertips. I feel like I've made it.
Toni Storm making the most of this opportunity.
But you know what? I'm not going to get too excited because now I have a hell of a target on my back as AEW Women's World Champion. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why, because this right here is the most important championship in all of women's wrestling. Holding this means I am the best. That means I have to be the best, week in, week out. You're about to see the best you've ever seen of Toni Storm. Because that's what this division deserves. This is the best women's division in the world. Mark my words, I promise you that. And it deserves a great leader. All these women back here deserve the best. And until someone better comes along, you're stuck with me. And the best is what you're gonna get.
No doubt Toni Storm is going to be a great champion. We hope to have more on her incredible win tonight, live on AEW Dynamite on TBS, 8/7 Central, from the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, New York. Also, Hook retained the FTW title at 0 Hour with a win over Cool Hand Angelo Parker. But Hook was brutally attacked after the match by Parker and Matt Menard. Incredibly, recording artist and rapper Action Bronson, who was sitting ringside, came to the aid of Hook. Here's some comments later in the night from Action Bronson.
Say, here we are, Chicago. Don't ever in your life try any coward stuff with my guy. You understand me?
Oh, my God, he was wiped out. Matt Menard, the blindside shot.
Not tonight. Not ever.
Oh, Lordy. Wait a second, Action Bronson.
I hear you coming to Queens soon, huh? That'll be in my backyard. Come see me there.
Bronson, oh, what a massive mat return. Look at him holding his ground.
Hook is crazy.
Daring him to come in.
You don't know about me.
Bronson, of course, is the artist behind Hook's theme song, The Chairman's Intent. Also, during 0 Hour of All Out, Pac retained the AEW All-Atlantic title with a great win over Kip Sabian. Now, after the win, I went to talk to Pac when all this happened.
Orange Cassidy, we have been here before, and you know exactly how that ended. You are not a wrestler. You are a joke. Get to the back of the line.
I love it.
And then later on, during the All Out broadcast, Alex Marvez spoke with both the Death Triangle and Best Friends.
been an unforgettable night of action here at All Out, still more to come. But right now I'm catching up with three men who competed earlier this evening with mixed results, talking about Pac and the Lucha Brothers. Pac, you've had a long history of confrontations with Orange Cassidy. It continued after your All-Atlantic title defense on the 0 Hour show. Coming up this Wednesday night, Tony Khan has made it official. It is going to be Death Triangle against Best Friends from Buffalo, Dynamite on TBS. As for you, Lucha Brothers, quite honestly, you got robbed in the casino ladder match.
Yes. Yeah. But, you know, stay control. I don't know.
Fenix says,
no. Confrontation! Confrontation! This was no confrontation. This was simply a little doggy barking up the wrong tree.
All right.
Hands in?
Yeah, hands in.
All right. Go!
Sure.
Yep, I think that's it.
I think, yeah, we're done.
All that went down Sunday night leads to a big trios match tonight. Live on Dynamite on TBS is Pac and the Lucha Brothers, or Death Triangle if you will meet Orange Cassidy, Trent Beretta, and Chuck Taylor with Danhausen, the Best Friends. Also tonight, live on Dynamite from Buffalo, it'll be Ring of Honor Pure Champion Wheeler Yuta defending against Daniel Garcia, who apparently after Sunday night will not have the support of the Jericho Appreciation Society.
It's been a really hard and confusing month for me. I haven't been sleeping very well, I haven't been feeling very good, and I have this brutal internal conflict going on in my brain. And honestly, I feel like I'm having a little bit of an identity crisis.
Where were you, Danny? Why weren't you out there with us celebrating the fact that I have now proven to be the greatest pro wrestler and the greatest sports entertainer of all time? Where were you, man?
Chris, I never doubted that. I told you last week that you're the greatest ever, but I also told you that you don't need to cheat. And you still didn't. You let me down because of that. For real. There's a lot of confusion on whether I'm a sports entertainer or if I'm a pro wrestler, and to be fair, I don't really know what I am. But luckily, I'm very grateful and I'm very blessed to be going back to my hometown of Buffalo, New York tomorrow, and I think it's gonna help a lot. I haven't performed in front of my hometown crowd in years, and it's gonna feel great to go out in front of all those people, and I think that they're gonna tell me who I am.
I appreciate your convictions, but you let me down as well. So here's what's gonna happen. Next week, you got the biggest match of your career versus Wheeler Yuta for the ROH Pure title. And I know you're gonna win, but you're gonna have to do it without the Jericho Appreciation Society. We're not backing you up next week, you understand me?
Garcia, I know you're excited to come home, but I want to say this to you as plainly as I can. This is not some welcome home party. This is not a celebration. This is not a coronation, because I don't care about your coming of age story. I don't care about your little identity crisis. I don't care how banged up I am from the ladder match I had on Sunday. I care about the Pure Championship, and maybe some of my mentors seem to think that you're a wrestler, but I'm not entirely convinced.
I don't trust a lot of people, and I don't trust a lot of people in these different cities that we go to every single week, but I trust the people in Buffalo. I trust their judgment, and sometimes I feel like the city of Buffalo knows me better than I know myself.
Garcia, you're gonna be in a nice, friendly environment, and it's an away game for me in every sense of the word. Just like Moxley and Punk was an away game for the Blackpool Combat Club, but we don't care, because we don't care what you think, and we don't care what anyone else thinks. We're there for one singular purpose: to get the job done.
Who is gonna win this match is just gonna show who has grown the most over the past couple months, and I think it's hard to say that anybody has grown more than me.
The more and more I've trained with the Blackpool Combat Club, the more and more I've learned to embrace pain, embrace adversity, embrace that agony. When that guy across the ring from you is throwing everything he can at you, when the people in the arena are throwing everything that they can at you, that's when you find out who you truly are.
I've spent almost an hour in the ring with Bryan Danielson. People call him the best in the world. I beat him once. I made him pass out, clean. The next match, best 2 out of 3 falls. I made him pass out again, clean. And Yuta, that's your mentor. What happened when you got in the ring with my mentor? It made you tap out.
Garcia, I don't know if I'm gonna pin you, I don't know if I'm gonna choke you out, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna make sure that I get the job done. Because because I don't lose to sports entertainers. So maybe in your hometown you'll see something that'll remind you of who you really are. Maybe you'll find that breakthrough. Maybe you'll talk to your mom. Maybe she'll have something for you, some great story about when you were a kid and how much Bryan Danielson meant to you, and maybe that'll help push you through. But you haven't been in the trenches like I have for months. Your little coming of age, your little identity crisis is cute. But this isn't about being cute. This is about fighting. It's about violence. It's about competition. Garcia, I don't think you're forged in combat like I am.
In front of my hometown crowd of Buffalo, you are gonna have to brutalize me. You are gonna have to dig down into the deepest, darkest parts of yourself and bring out the most vicious side of you that Jon Moxley, William Regal have showed you. And you are gonna have to put me down, because I'm not gonna go down easy, I promise you that. I'm gonna beat you for the title that means the most to me. And after that match, all this internal conflict, all this battling that I'm doing inside of my brain is gonna be over. Because when I win this pure title, I'm gonna show everybody, and I'm gonna show myself who I really am.
This one should be quite a match for the ROH Pure title. We'll have these matches and so much more on AEW Dynamite Live on TBS tonight, 8/7 Central from the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, New York. Tickets for our fans in Buffalo at AEWTIX.com. I'm Tony Schiavone. See you tonight live ringside in Buffalo and on TBS. We are AEW.